Hey y'all, so I wanted to talk to you today about stress during pregnancy. We all go through it, we all have it from time to time. You know, pregnancy is very stressful and it can be very stressful. You have a baby growing inside of you, you're bringing a life into this world. You don't want to mess it up, you want to raise your child right, especially for first time moms, even not for first time moms. It's stressful. You want to have everything prepared, you want the birth to go right. There's just so many things that comes along with pregnancy that is stressful. So how do you manage stress during pregnancy? Now, I don't know everyone's situation. I don't know everyone's lifestyle and family. I can only speak for myself and through my own personal experience. I have been a mom for 10 months now, and I'm not just a regular mom, I'm a heart mom. I have a baby with a special heart condition, and things are completely different for us. You know, as a first time mom, you hear a lot of first time moms complaining about, I don't even know what first time moms complain about, honestly, but I would imagine maybe they don't get any sleep the first couple of months. Maybe their baby's up and crying. They don't get to hang out with their friends as much. Things like that are stressful to them. But for a heart mom, I have to worry about, you know, the doctor telling me that my son is not going to make it to see his first birthday. I have to worry about when his next heart surgery is. I have on my mind the sleep. I would I If those were my complaints, sleep and different things like that. Like, yeah, of course I don't really get any sleep either. But the things that I have on my mind as a young mom and as a first time mom is much more serious than things that I hear from other first time moms that don't have the same problems as I do. So, with that being said, nonetheless, it might be stressful for them. But for those of you that have real problems, like life or death problems, stressful is not even the correct term for it. But since that's the only term that I can think of, that's the term that I'm going to use. Is stress. So, how do you manage stress during pregnancy? I know all about stress during pregnancy. Um, when I first found out I was pregnant, I didn't have a place to live. I only had one bag of clothes. I had to leave everything in my state, my hometown, and move to another state that I know nothing about, know no one in, have no friends, no family, no connections, no job, nothing. We had nothing when we moved. We left everything when we moved just so that my child, my first baby, could receive health care. So that was extremely stressful. The doctors in my hometown has said, look, there's nothing else we can do for your baby. We're sorry. We suggest you take him home and let him pass. That wasn't an option for us. I'm not just going to take my son home and let him pass. So we started researching, found somewhere else, sent them the records, his records, let them look over it. They said, okay, we think there's something that we can do. There's no guarantees, but we think there's something we can do. something, hearing something, that little bit of hope is better than take your son home and let him die. Not, that's just not how I was brought up, and that's not something that I will ever do. I will fight to the end for my son's life, and I'll do whatever I have to do. If they said we had to move to Africa, we would have moved to Africa. So I know all about stress during pregnancy, not having nothing, moving from another state to another state, not knowing nobody, not having nobody, not having nothing, and then not on top of all that, your baby, your innocent, precious baby, is fighting for his life, and it's nothing you can do about it but just pray and hope. So I'm not one of those people that's gonna talk about something that I have no clue about. I know about stress during pregnancy. So with all that going on, I started feeling sick, and voila, found out I was pregnant again. So found out I was pregnant, and it got, things were already stressful. So finding out I was pregnant wasn't that big of a deal. It was like, what else could happen? Nothing else could happen that would just throw me over. Like, nothing else could stress me out anymore at this time. So how I dealt with it was, it's a mind game. Everything is a mind game. If you ever heard that your thoughts are powerful, that is so true. Your thoughts are powerful. If you think something and you think it long enough and you start to believe that, then that's what's going to happen. You're going to eventually start feeling what you're thinking, start believing what you're thinking, start saying what you're thinking, and it makes everything more stressful, if that makes any sense. So my advice is on dealing with stress during pregnancy, and how to handle it is, when you start thinking like negatively, it makes you feel more stressed. So you need to take a deep breath. You need to stop. You need to think, okay, what do I want to think? I need to think positive. I need to think, okay, everything is going to be fine. I'm going to have a good day. I'm not going to let this situation bring me down. I'm not going to let this person bring me down. If you can remove yourself from the situation, see, I couldn't remove myself from my stressful situation, because my stressful situation needed me. Like, I can't, I'm never going to abandon my child. So I couldn't remove myself. But what I could do was make sure that I'm thinking straight, because that's where the game is. That's where the obstacle comes at, is your mind and how you're thinking and what you're saying, what's coming out your mouth. I don't care what you're going through, what's going on in your life. You have to have your mind straight, because you will start thinking a certain way, then start talking a certain way, start feeling a certain way, and it doesn't help anything. It makes you more stressed. Another thing that I did is, I cried a lot, obviously. Very traumatic situation, very stressful. I still cry to this day. Crying helps me relieve and release. I don't keep anything in. I cry and I talk about my problems. I don't have many people to talk to, but I do have, which I am so grateful for, is my mom. I talk to my mom, and she doesn't understand all the time, but she listens. So you need to find someone that will listen. You need to talk to someone. Talk out your problems. If you don't, you need to talk them out in a healthy way, of course. Express them in a healthy way. But you need to talk about your problems. Whatever is bothering you. If your partner is bothering you, don't sit there and be tormented by your partner. Talk to your problem. Let her know that she's bothering you, and something needs to be done, because being stressed out during pregnancy is not ideal for you. It's not ideal for the baby. And that's the most important thing, is being healthy, during your pregnancy, being healthy, having a healthy baby, which sometimes is not in our control. As in my first situation, I had no control over what happened to my baby. It just happened. So that's another thing about stress during pregnancy. You can't control everything. You know, some things are just going to happen, and you have to find a positive way to respond to it, as hard as that may be. You know, when my boyfriend cheated on me last month, it was very shocking. It was disturbing. It disgusted me. It creeped me out. But there was nothing that I could do about it. I had no control over what happened. So, should I let this situation stress me out and get me down? No. Hell no. It's not my fault. So, what you have to do, get in control of your thought life. Your thought life is important. Get in control of those thoughts. Watch what you say. Say how you feel in a positive way. When things happen, respond in a positive way. And if people can't respect how you feel, and if people don't want to help you feel better, then remove yourself from that situation, or remove those people out of your life. Don't keep playing around with negativity and negative people. It's just not worth it. So if this person is stressing you out, or every time you go to, I don't know, your cousin's house, or every time you go to your aunt's house, something always stressful happens, then don't go. It's simple. A lot of solutions to our problems are simple. They're not as traumatic and dramatic as mine, but for those of you that have simple stuff going on that you think that is just so stressful, which it may be for you, then I'm pretty sure there's a solution to it. If it's a person that's bothering you, you need to let them know, and if they don't get it together, then cut them off. It's simple. Even though it might be simple, it's not always easy, and I know that. So those are my tips for dealing with stress during pregnancy. Just keep your eyes focused on that due date. Do everything you can for that baby in your stomach. That's the most important thing. Any and everybody that can hinder that can make you feel stressed out or depresses you, remove yourself from that situation. Remove that person out of your life if they can't get it together, because pregnancy is a delicate and a special time, and as a pregnant woman, we all deserve to feel as comfortable and at peace as much as we can. Sometimes the things that we go through, it just doesn't allow us to have that, but nonetheless we still need to fight for it. So even though I have a special needs child and my baby has a heart condition, and there's still things that I have to deal with on a daily basis, on a nightly basis, I still know that, okay, I need to go take me a bubble bath. I need to relax. I need to talk to my mom about this. I need to let my boyfriend know what's up. I need to say how I feel. I need to cry. I need to pray. I need to listen to a sermon. I need to do whatever I have to do to get this negative energy off me. And so you have to know who you are and what you like and what helps you feel better. If a frappuccino from Starbucks helps you feel better, then go get you a frappuccino. If a pedicure helps you feel better, I love pedicures. Those things help me feel better, and those are the things that I will do. Thank you for watching. I just had to talk about stress during pregnancy. I had a stressful night last night, and I probably will take a bubble bath right after this video. So thanks for watching, ladies. Have a great day.